This video is brought to you by my latest book, How to Play Melodic Rock Lead Guitar, a comprehensive guide to doing exactly that, playing melodic rock lead guitar. This is not just some collection of scale patterns and tabs, although you do get plenty of those, but you also get an entire chapter on how to come up with your own licks, as well as video content, tutorials and demonstrations, loads of jam tracks, and all the way through I'm encouraging you to expand your fretboard knowledge and showing you how you can think in a more musical and melodic way. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. One of the best things about doing this job, it's not really a job, is it? It's digging coal, sweeping the streets, stacking shelves. Those are jobs. This is just me indulging a hobby, really, and somehow I've bluffed my way into it being a livelihood. But one of the best things about doing this for a living is that people give me guitars. Well, not give me, they loan me guitars. Some people give me guitars. Jim bought me a couple of nice guitars. You've seen them on the channel before. A couple of vintages, a Strat copy and a Telecaster copy. But many more people, thank you Jim, by the way, many more people just say, oh, I've got this guitar. Will you make a video about it? Or do you want to make a video about it? And I always say yes. And that happened this week twice. As it happens. So I'm going to do a couple of videos on guitars that have been loaned to me. Pair of Gibsons. You wait ages for a Gibson, then two come along at once. It's a mate of mine called Neil. He popped round the other day with this lovely beast. It's a rather big case because it needs to be, because, oh, hang on, that's the wrong way around. Let's get it this way around. Yeah, I'll just take it out the case and then we'll have a look at it. It's a guitar that I've wanted to try for the longest time, and here it is. Yes, a Firebird. Back when I was about 17 years old, I was in a band. I was the baby of the band back then. Long time since I've been the baby of anything, it has to be said. But the other guitar player in the band was, always waxing lyrical about a Gibson Firebird that he'd had and regretted getting rid of. And he sang its praises so highly that I thought, this must be just a fantastic guitar. Must be the best guitar ever made. And up until, like, literally a few seconds ago, I've never held one. I think Bob, that was the name of my erstwhile bandmate, had the 3 pickup version. This is just the 2 pickup version, but you know, it's a Firebird. So I'm going to get my chance to, kind of get my hands on one and see what whether it lives up to the hype from my dim and distant youth. Oh hello, we're strobing a little bit there. So yes, this is just a first impressions video. I'm going to cut the camera now, and then you'll see me back again in a second when I'm all plugged in and tuned up and everything. I'm just going to have a little bit of a play around with it, and then we'll see what we can, what I make of it. I'll see you in a second. And I'm back. Just been getting it in tune. It took a little while to settle down because it was tuned down a half step. Did a little bit of research on it. It is a Firebird tribute. So kind of like the Les Paul tribute that I've got. It's sort of the entry level version of said model. As such, we don't get the kind of famous banjo style tuners. As you can see, we've got, I think these are a set of Grover mini tuners on here. Once the guitar settles down, they behave like Grovers. No complaints there. I don't think you can get these guitars anymore because I think Gibson have discontinued the whole sort of entry-level tribute range and replaced it with, another iteration of the Studio or whatever it is. I'm not sure, but yes, I'll have a look around and tell you how much these things go for on the used market if you fancy one. Initially, I mean, it's a big unwieldy beast, but it feels very, very comfortable to play. It's just, I like this little perch up here. It feels, apart from the lack of a forearm contour, it would feel very familiar to a Strat player. you know, but as I say, I do like the little kind of square edge up here to sort of, that's where my arm sits. And, you know, when I'm playing a Strat, I always think we kind of end up doing that if I'm not careful. But yeah, comfortable to play, beautifully set up, and I suppose we'd better hear some sounds. At the moment, I'm going into, as per usual, the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition on the Vintage channel, and the clean and dirty sounds will be just as a result of me fooling around with the guitar's volume controls. Let's point the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing there, and I'll mute the mic and then we'll have a listen to some clean tones, starting with the bridge pickup and then working our way towards the neck. So that gives us a kind of a nice, collection of sounds, I think, you know, undeniably Gibson-y, undeniably humbuckery from this pair of like mini humbuckers here. Although the bridge pickup, there was just the faintest whiff of Telecaster about it, I thought. If you were to slap some compression on that and a little bit of slapback delay, it would make an excellent country-sounding guitar. So what I'm going to do now is just grind the guitar's volume up a little bit, and we'll hear some more chunky tones from it. Here we go. So I'm hearing a lot of clarity there, a lot of bite. When I was doing that sort of palm muted stuff on the bottom strings, it really, I don't think it would have any problem cutting through in a mix. I'm liking these mini humbuckers. Have I ever played a guitar with mini humbuckers on? Certainly not for a while, and certainly not, you know, these precise ones. You know, they clean up nicely from the volume control. A big sort of bugbear of mine when guitars don't do that. When you turn the volume down, it just goes like, it starts sounding like that. You lose all of the clarity and top end. Not so on this guitar. But then again, you know, it's, I mean, Gibson come in for a lot of flack, but, you know, and some may think deservedly so. You know, for certain corporate practices and stuff, so I'm not going to get into that, but they do make guitars where the controls work, which is not something that can be universally said. So yeah, I'm liking the sound of the pickups. It's a very comfortable guitar to play, and this guitar is actually, at the time of making this video, for sale So I don't know if that's going to be the case when this video goes out, because it's, where are we now? It's currently the 16th of August as I'm recording this video, and it's not going to be going out until, oh dear me, sometime in October. So there's a lot of time between now and when the video is going to go out. So maybe it will still be for sale then, maybe not. I'll when the video goes out, I'll put a pinned comment with an update on that situation then. Yeah, my first ever Firebird experience, it has to be said, is a positive one. Maybe old Bob, back when I was 17, was onto something. He knew a good guitar. As I say, he never shut up about this Firebird that he'd had, the guitar he'd loved and lost, and I kind of see why. It's certainly it's been on my to-do list for a while to get my hands on a Firebird, and now I have. I'm going to have some fun with it. Coming up on Sunday, we have the usual full review of the guitar. We'll wait. It is a very light guitar, and in terms of balance, look at that, no neck dive. We'll wait. We'll measure the pickup readings, we'll neck profile, nut width, all that sort of stuff, and of course we'll hear it in a mix. But that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is a tale for another day. And that's my first quick first impressions take on this rather nice Gibson Firebird tribute. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about stuff. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, I think, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.